10 Most Hated Actors of 2024. Prepare to be shocked as we delve into the scandalous side of Hollywood with our exposé, 10 Most Hated Actors of 2024. We're going beyond the glitz and glamour to expose the shocking accusations and career-damaging controversies that have turned beloved celebrities into objects of public scorn. Forget the gossip. We're bringing you the cold, hard facts about the alleged misdeeds and scandals that have ignited outrage and tarnished reputations. Get ready to be surprised as we uncover the actors who became entangled in the year's most explosive controversies. Elon Musk. Despite a devoted following that champions his business acumen and innovative spirit, Elon Musk, the driving force behind Tesla and Twitter's current owner, has become a deeply divisive individual. One ardent supporter aptly characterized him as both a genius and a fool, aptly capturing Musk's ability to launch billion-dollar enterprises while simultaneously generating controversy through his outspoken tweets and interview remarks. His skepticism regarding the global response to the recent pandemic has also attracted considerable criticism. Furthermore, Musk's personal life, especially his romantic relationships, has been subject to public scrutiny. Some of these relationships have even occurred within his companies and during his marriage. In 2017, allegations surfaced claiming Musk had an affair with Amber Heard. Adding to this, reports emerged in July 2022, indicating he fathered twins with a Neuralink employee while involved with another woman. Musk's various interactions with women, combined with a series of legal battles involving Tesla, have resulted in the tech magnate facing 24 separate lawsuits. In May 2022, he also found himself entangled in a legal dispute with a flight attendant. The case was settled with Musk paying $250,000 to ensure the attendant's silence. Musk has asserted that the media coverage of this incident was a politically motivated smear campaign. However, this viewpoint doesn't appear to be widely accepted, as evidenced by the audience's reaction during his appearance at a Dave Chappelle show, where he was met with a chorus of boos. Adding to his controversies, Musk's public comments regarding his daughter, who transitioned and chose to no longer use her birth name, have further damaged his reputation. Musk's suggestion that her decision was the result of educational propaganda was met with disapproval and strained their relationship. By 2022, his daughter legally changed her surname from Musk to Wilson, demonstrating a clear desire to separate herself from her father. While Musk may be lauded for his technological advancements, his relationships with his children tell a different story, one that won't earn him any Father of the Year awards. James Corden. James Corden's public image has been significantly tarnished by two primary issues: his association with poorly rated movies and his perceived unpleasant attitude. This negative perception was underscored by a public confrontation with Patrick Stewart after the Glamour Awards. Stewart criticized Corden for his seemingly disinterested behavior on stage, stating, "When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets, looking around as though you wished you were anywhere but here." Corden responded by expressing regret if he appeared disengaged and then, somewhat pointedly, referenced the critical and box office flop Cats, in which Corden had a role. He implied that Stewart's most memorable role being in Cats suggested a career downturn. As host of The Late Late Show, Corden is constantly in the public eye, but not everyone appreciates his visibility. He's been labeled not funny by critics and viewers alike, with some suggesting his continued success in the entertainment industry is due to connections rather than talent. This critique is amplified by a segment of the audience who find his humor unappealing, indicating a mismatch between Corden's comedic style and viewers' expectations. Corden's reputation has also been damaged by accounts of his difficult behavior outside of his television persona. These negative narratives gained momentum during a poorly received Reddit AMA session where his character was scrutinized. However, the incident that truly sparked widespread disapproval was the Balthazar scandal. The owner of Balthazar, a well-known restaurant, banned Corden from the establishment due to his exceptionally rude behavior towards the staff. Allegedly, Corden threatened and berated waitstaff over minor errors in his meal. This controversy escalated, leading to a public outcry and demands for Corden to step down as host of The Late Late Show. In an attempt to mitigate the damage, Corden issued a public apology and announced his upcoming departure from the show. While the Balthazar ban was eventually rescinded, it may take a significant amount of time for Corden to repair his public image. Jada Pinkett Smith. The infamous Oscars incident where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock dominated headlines for weeks, with many placing the blame squarely on Will's violent reaction. However, the situation is more nuanced than it initially appeared. Jada Pinkett Smith, Will's wife, was visibly distressed by Chris Rock's joke about her shaved head, which referenced the movie G.I. Jane. Considering her struggles with alopecia, a condition causing hair loss, her emotional response is understandable to some extent. Most people, however, would likely agree that simply ignoring a comedian's one-off joke during a public event is the more typical reaction. Jada's reaction, specifically the look she gave Will that seemed to urge him to take action, suggests a more intricate dynamic at play. Although Will initially laughed at the joke, he ultimately chose to defend his wife by confronting Chris Rock on stage. It seems evident that this was the outcome Jada desired, raising questions about her implicit endorsement of his actions. A closer examination of their relationship might offer insights into Jada's behavior during the Oscars. Jada Pinkett Smith rose to fame in the 1990s, captivating audiences with roles in films like Set It Off and Menace to the Society. She also launched her own fashion label, Maya. Alongside her flourishing career and entrepreneurial pursuits, Jada formed a close friendship with renowned rapper Tupac Shakur, even using her resources to assist him with legal issues. In the late 1990s, she began a romantic relationship with Will Smith, which led to their marriage on December 31, 1997. Jada was deeply committed to their marriage, prioritizing it above all else, even her career, stating, "I will throw away my career before I let it break up our marriage." However, cracks began to appear in their seemingly perfect union as time passed. In 2013, Jada made controversial remarks that hinted at an unconventional level of openness in their marriage. She stated she had told Will, "You can do whatever you want, as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and be okay." Many interpreted this as suggesting they were involved in extramarital affairs, a notion both Will and Jada strongly denied. In June 2020, rapper August Alsina publicly claimed he had an intimate relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. Initially, she vehemently denied the claims. However, as evidence surfaced, she admitted to having been involved with him. Furthermore, in 2021, Will Smith acknowledged that their marriage deviated from traditional norms. While infidelity and misleading the public naturally attract criticism, Jada's perceived negative public image isn't solely due to these revelations. A social media post detailed Will's extensive efforts in planning Jada's elaborate 40th birthday celebration, which he spent 3 years organizing with a dedicated team. Despite this, Jada criticized the event upon its arrival, dismissing it as a mere display of Will's ego. The idea of dedicating years to plan a birthday party for your spouse, only to have it criticized on the day itself, is difficult for many to grasp. The social media commentary continued, not to mention she openly admits to cheating on him, and how she never wanted to marry him and was forced to marry him. Publicly expressing such sentiments is considered astonishing by many. While Will Smith might be grappling with negative media attention, Jada's actions, perceived as self-centered, haven't won her favor within or outside Hollywood circles. Ellen DeGeneres. While Jada Pinkett Smith has faced her share of negative public attention, Ellen DeGeneres' fall from grace has been arguably more pronounced. Often accused of playing the victim despite her privileged life, DeGeneres' controversies stem not from criminal acts but from her behavior. In 2020, significant controversy erupted surrounding allegations of her unprofessional and hostile treatment of staff behind the scenes of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Numerous reports emerged depicting a toxic and racially insensitive work environment. It was also alleged that DeGeneres frequently lost her temper and verbally abused employees off-camera, tarnishing her carefully cultivated image. Beyond these backstage issues, her on-air conduct also sparked criticism, further damaging her public perception. Adding to the workplace allegations, Ellen's popularity waned as viewers took issue with her on-air demeanor. Some found her to be condescending and dismissive towards guests, with moments that seemed to reveal a lack of genuine connection and self-awareness. A 2015 interview with Dakota Johnson became a prime example. When Ellen falsely claimed she hadn't invited Johnson to a party, and Johnson corrected her, Ellen's insistence on being right was viewed as rude and demeaning. While this exchange was uncomfortable, it's overshadowed by Ellen's 2008 interview with Mariah Carey. Faced with pregnancy rumors, Carey chose not to comment. Disregarding typical talk show decorum, Ellen pressed the issue by proposing an on-air champagne toast, stating, "No, let's toast to you not being pregnant." This public maneuver forced Carey into a position where she could inadvertently reveal a pregnancy she wished to keep private. The incident became even more troubling when it was later revealed that Carey suffered a miscarriage shortly after the awkward interview. Ellen's tendency to pry into the personal lives of her guests drew criticism, particularly when she did so on her live TV show. Furthermore, her comments during the 2020 pandemic lockdowns sparked backlash. She posted a tweet comparing her lockdown experience in her luxurious multi-million-dollar mansion to being incarcerated. Many found this comparison incredibly insensitive, given the stark contrast between her comfortable confinement and the harsh realities of prison life. Such remarks strengthened the perception of Ellen as out of touch and unsympathetic to the struggles of ordinary people, including those actually imprisoned. It's understandable that actions perceived as oblivious to the real-world hardships faced by many led to a surge in negative opinions towards Ellen DeGeneres. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, please leave a number 9 in the comments below. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer rose to fame throughout the 2010s, beginning with appearances on networks like NBC and Comedy Central, and eventually landing her own Netflix stand-up special. However, despite her success in securing prominent television spots, Schumer's comedic approach didn't appeal universally. Some viewers grew tired of seeing her frequently across different media platforms. One particularly scathing review of her comedy summarized a common sentiment. The only thing remotely funny about her is her failed career as a comedian. This harsh critique reflects the growing dissatisfaction with Schumer's comedic work, even though she has not been involved in any legal controversies. In addition to criticisms of her humor, Amy Schumer faced serious accusations that significantly damaged her reputation. 3 female comedians publicly claimed that Schumer had stolen jokes from their acts, an allegation that gained momentum and sparked further investigation. Online users then began to unearth other instances where Schumer seemed to have lifted material from established comedians, including Ellen DeGeneres and John Mulaney. One particularly brazen incident involved Schumer repeating a supposedly plagiarized joke directly to Ellen DeGeneres on her talk show. Schumer joked, "I'm very old school. I think guys should always pay on the first date for sex," a line that closely resembled a joke told by Wendy Liebman 20 years prior during her stand-up routine. "Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I like it when the guy pays for sex. I mean, that's just me." This audacious act of alleged joke theft substantially amplified the negative public response to Schumer. Amber Heard. Amber Heard's experience highlights the precarious nature of fame and the potential for courtroom battles to significantly impact one's public image. Unlike many actors who find themselves facing legal charges, Heard was the one initiating a lawsuit against her former husband, Johnny Depp. This legal action resulted in a highly publicized and contentious trial, where both parties accused each other of defamation, ultimately leading to financial repercussions for both Heard and Depp, alongside widespread negative media attention. The trial itself was marked by unusual moments, including a verbal exchange between Heard's lawyer and a witness, where the lawyer stated, "I'm not seeking any 15-minute chair. You're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you." However, more detrimental to Heard's reputation than the courtroom theatrics were the leaked details about the couple's turbulent relationship. These revelations painted both Heard and Depp in an unfavorable light, but the negative impact was particularly pronounced for Heard, especially after an incident surfaced where she reportedly escalated a fight by soiling their bed. This act, among other unflattering disclosures, significantly shifted public opinion against her. The accumulation of negative press and public disapproval played a role in the events leading to Heard's divorce from Depp in May 2016, demonstrating how a damaged public image can have far-reaching consequences. Alec Baldwin. Waking up to find your name linked to a shooting is a nightmare scenario, but that's exactly what happened to Alec Baldwin. The actor, who rose to fame in the 1980s and is known for his work in films like The Boss Baby and Madagascar, as well as his Donald Trump impressions on Saturday Night Live, is now unfortunately associated with a tragic event that occurred on the set of the movie Rust in 2021. During a rehearsal scene involving a firearm, Baldwin fired a revolver that he was unaware was loaded. The consequences were devastating. One person was injured, and another tragically lost their life. This accident significantly damaged Baldwin's career and plunged him into 2 years of legal battles, facing serious criminal charges. However, the outcome for Baldwin was not as dire as it could have been. In 2023, he was charged with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter and endured months of legal proceedings, which eventually concluded in April of that year. The case was settled when Baldwin agreed to pay a substantial sum to the families of the victims, leading to the charges being dropped. Although he avoided jail time, his reputation has undoubtedly suffered greatly as a result of this incident. Fundamental principles of firearm safety dictate that every gun should be handled as if it were loaded, and individuals should always personally verify the status of their weapon. A firearms expert emphasized that Alex failed at this basic safety, and his negligence resulted in a woman's demise. Sean Combs. Sean Diddy Combs' public image has suffered greatly in 2024, leading to widespread disapproval. His reputation has been significantly tarnished by a series of serious allegations. Multiple women have come forward with accusations of sexual assault and abuse against Combs, with claims dating back to the 1990s and as recent as 2023. Among the accusers is his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who has filed a lawsuit alleging rape and physical abuse. These accusations have sparked significant public backlash. In March 2024, Combs' residences in Los Angeles and Miami were subjected to raids by Homeland Security agents as part of a sex trafficking investigation. Combs' lawyer has condemned the raids as an overreach of authority and characterized the investigation as a baseless attack. This federal inquiry has further damaged Combs' public image, with many expressing serious concerns about the allegations. Furthermore, former employees have alleged that Combs fostered a hostile work environment and engaged in abusive behavior towards staff. Adding to the complexity, Combs has a history marked by instances of violence, legal entanglements, and arrests, including a 1999 shooting incident at a nightclub involving his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. This paints a picture of an individual who has repeatedly found himself in trouble with the law. Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit in 2024 accusing Combs of sexual assault, coercion into procuring sex workers, and involvement in illegal drug and sex-related activities. These accusations have shocked many and amplified the voices condemning Combs' actions. According to reports from various media outlets including Forbes, CNN, Vibe, and the Los Angeles Times, federal investigators are planning to present Combs' accusers to a federal grand jury. This marks a critical juncture in the investigation into the allegations against him. Public sentiment towards Combs has grown increasingly negative with each new revelation, suggesting that any potential path to restoring his reputation will be challenging. Adam Sandler. A piece of advice often given to actors starting their careers is to be selective about the roles they accept, especially if a project doesn't feel right. Adam Sandler seems to have disregarded this advice, which has gradually diminished his standing with viewers. While he's primarily known for comedic roles, he's appeared in a number of films that have been widely criticized for their subpar quality. This has led some to believe that he's more focused on the paycheck than on creating quality films, a sentiment expressed by one critic who said, His current movies just seem like he does it for the money and doesn't care about the quality of the film. This view appears to be shared by many. While Sandler might not be facing any serious repercussions for this approach, his decision to prioritize financial rewards over artistic merit has caused a segment of his fan base to lose interest in his newer work. In a separate incident, Sandler was directly confronted by someone who harshly criticized his career choices. The criticism, perhaps overly blunt and possibly inappropriate, provoked an immediate physical response from Sandler, who slapped the individual across the face. This action has sparked debate about whether Sandler's reaction was justified under the circumstances. Shia LaBeouf. Known for his motivational "Do It" video, his roles in the Transformers movies, and his 2007 stint hosting Saturday Night Live, Shia LaBeouf's career hasn't been without its share of public disputes. He initially faced a wave of disapproval after being accused multiple times of plagiarizing film scripts. This sparked widespread criticism, eventually leading LaBeouf to issue a public apology via social media. More seriously, a former girlfriend accused him of emotional abuse, resulting in a lawsuit that remains ongoing in 2023. LaBeouf has also garnered attention for his unconventional forays into performance art. A prime example is his "He Will Not Divide Us" project, where he stood in a public space and repeatedly chanted the phrase. This led to clashes with individuals who came to either observe or voice their disagreement, and it left some feeling uncomfortable or simply perplexed. These actions didn't exactly boost LaBeouf's popularity and contributed to an image of him as someone prone to erratic and unpredictable behavior. Since the conclusion of "He Will Not Divide Us" in 2021, LaBeouf seems to be on a path of personal change. His embrace of Catholicism in particular suggests a desire to redefine his life and distance himself from the controversies that have plagued him. It appears he's intent on closing that chapter and moving forward in a positive direction. Armie Hammer. At one point, Armie Hammer was a well-known actor, recognized for his performance in The Social Network, where he played twins using digital effects, and for voicing the villain in Cars 3. But even by Hollywood standards, Hammer's behavior outside of his film roles was considered strange. It started with peculiar actions on social media, like posting a video of a woman in lingerie on his Instagram account. The situation escalated quickly. By January of 2021, he was facing serious accusations of sexual misconduct. Soon after, text messages emerged where he detailed fantasies of cannibalism, which drew comparisons to the fictional character Hannibal Lecter. This scandal effectively destroyed his acting career, causing him to lose roles and prompting his publicist to abandon him. Despite the controversy and the disturbing content of the messages, Hammer has, at least for now, avoided jail time or criminal charges related to the explicit text he sent to several women. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, whose name was once synonymous with wholesome American television, thanks to his iconic role in The Cosby Show, has experienced a catastrophic fall from grace. His reputation has been irrevocably tarnished by a torrent of sexual misconduct allegations that emerged after comedian Hannibal Buress brought to light Cosby's past questionable behavior towards the black community during a stand-up performance. In the wake of Buress's revelations, a wave of women came forward with accusations against Cosby, revealing a pattern of alleged misconduct that spanned decades. This severely damaged his career, culminating in a 2018 guilty verdict for aggravated indecent assault. This conviction shattered the carefully cultivated image of the beloved father figure he portrayed on screen and in public life. Consequently, television networks pulled his shows from their schedules, and public figures who once admired him distanced themselves from the man once affectionately dubbed America's dad. While many actors have faced public disapproval, Bill Cosby's descent is particularly stark. Although legal complexities led to his release from prison in June 2021, his reputation remains irredeemably damaged. Though he is a free man, the days when he was cherished as a national icon are long gone. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey's public image has been facing challenges in 2024, due to a series of controversies and criticisms. Her connections to individuals like Dr. Oz, Deepak Chopra, and especially Harvey Weinstein have drawn considerable negative attention. Critics contend that by featuring these figures, Oprah has inadvertently provided a platform that lends credibility to those accused of promoting harmful pseudoscience or involved in sexual misconduct scandals. Furthermore, some accuse Oprah of hypocrisy, pointing out a perceived disconnect between her public promotion of body positivity and her own well-documented weight struggles. Oprah's lavish lifestyle, characterized by luxurious residences and private jet travel, has also sparked disapproval among those who see it as insensitive, given the socioeconomic inequalities faced by many of her viewers. Past comments she's made, such as those regarding spoiled American children and her stance on atheism, have only added fuel to the fire of public discontent. While Oprah is acknowledged for her considerable philanthropy, some argue that it's not enough to counterbalance the harm potentially caused by individuals she's endorsed. They believe she should take more direct action to address this damage and offer apologies for past errors in judgment. There's also a growing re-evaluation of Oprah's interviewing style, with some questioning the sensitivity and appropriateness of her approach, even though it was once widely accepted. A recent incident involving Oprah and Dwayne Johnson in Maui during June 2024, as covered by various news sources, has further ignited debate, highlighting the intricate relationship between fame, charitable acts, and the public's expectations of celebrities. Despite the wave of negativity, it's important to recognize that public opinion on Oprah remains divided. A substantial portion of her audience continues to hold her in high regard for her achievements and contributions to numerous causes. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Meghan Markle's life took a dramatic turn when she married Prince Harry in 2018 and became the Duchess of Sussex. Her transition from a television actress in shows like Suits to a member of the British royal family involved a significant shift in career and brought with it an unprecedented level of media attention. Meghan's background, including her cultural background and biracial heritage, became subjects of debate both within the royal family and the public, making her a controversial figure. Even though she openly discussed these difficulties and participated in a documentary exploring them, critics like Chris Rock have pointed out that facing challenges is part and parcel of entering the royal family. Furthermore, some have taken issue with Meghan's willingness to express her political views, which breaks with the tradition of British royals remaining neutral on political matters. In the midst of this intense pressure, Meghan made the decision to step back from her royal duties in January 2020 and maintain a lower profile. This decision has been met with accusations of hypocrisy by some, who point to inconsistencies such as promoting environmental awareness while utilizing private jets, and criticizing the royal institution while having benefited from the fame and wealth associated with it. Other accusations have emerged, painting Meghan as someone who leverages her privileged position to gain sympathy, and allegations of mistreating royal staff during her time in the royal household have further muddied public opinion. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey garnered significant acclaim for his portrayal of Frank Underwood in the Netflix series House of Cards. Underwood, a cunning and morally ambiguous politician, maintained a facade of respectability while engaging in corrupt activities behind the scenes. While viewers enjoyed the intricacies of Frank's character, comparisons between the fictional politician and Spacey himself were not prevalent until controversy erupted. In 2017, Spacey faced numerous allegations of sexual assault, which severely impacted both his career and personal life. These accusations not only resulted in legal challenges for Spacey, but also effectively ended his acting career. In a way that mirrored his character Frank Underwood's fall from grace, Spacey retreated from the public eye and pursued new endeavors outside of acting amidst the scandal. After leaving the acting world, Spacey shifted his focus to creating YouTube videos with cryptic and puzzling content. An unsettling element emerged as several individuals who had accused Spacey of sexual assault died unexpectedly and tragically. These incidents sparked speculation about potential connections beyond mere coincidence. In a significant legal development, Spacey was acquitted in one of the major cases against him. This outcome was attributed to a combination of missing evidence and dramatic courtroom events, including an instance where the father of a crucial witness narrowly escaped being held in contempt of court. These events have further complicated the already intricate narrative surrounding Kevin Spacey's life and career in recent years. Kris Jenner. As of 2024, Kris Jenner remains a figure who elicits strong reactions, both positive and negative. A number of recent events have only intensified the scrutiny she faces. Many view Jenner as a shrewd businesswoman who leverages her influence and authority within the Kardashian-Jenner family, sometimes to the detriment of her children's well-being. This perspective is amplified by her deep involvement in their various businesses and her assertive, if not domineering, management style, which some see as crossing the line into exploitation. Detractors also point to what they perceive as Jenner's lack of sensitivity and empathy, particularly when it comes to issues affecting those outside her privileged world. Her tendency to dismiss online criticism and disregard the potential consequences of her family's actions on social issues and public sentiment hasn't helped her image. Furthermore, the Kardashian-Jenner brand itself has been mired in controversy, facing accusations of cultural appropriation and promoting unrealistic beauty standards. Jenner's central role in the family's business empire has placed her squarely in the crosshairs, with some accusing her of capitalizing on her children's personal lives for financial gain, further blurring the lines between family and commodity within their reality TV world. Jenner's personal life continues to be a source of public fascination and debate. A strange theory stemming from a video featuring her daughter Khloe Kardashian made headlines, as Newsweek reported. Jenner also allowed cameras to capture her emotional vulnerability when she discovered a cyst and tumor, sharing her health anxieties with her family on The Kardashians. This moment, covered by outlets like Mirror and Women's Health magazine, presented a more humanizing side of Jenner while still leaving room for critiques of her overall persona. In an unexpected move, Jenner has even explored a role as a church leader, a move that has drawn skepticism from some, as detailed by Faith It. Her relationship with Corey Gamble, who is significantly younger than her, has also been a talking point, openly discussed on The Kardashians, indicating that Jenner's private life is as subject to public scrutiny as her professional endeavors. Ultimately, Kris Jenner remains a powerful and influential figure in the entertainment industry. Her actions, both in managing her family's brand and in her personal life, continue to spark strong opinions and fuel discussions about the nature of celebrity and its impact on society. Chris Brown. In 2024, Chris Brown remains a figure deeply embroiled in controversy, facing widespread disapproval stemming from a multitude of factors. The root of this negativity can be traced back to a 2009 domestic violence incident where he physically assaulted his then-partner Rihanna, leaving her with visible injuries and generating a massive public outcry. Even after all these years, the incident continues to tarnish Brown's reputation, with many believing his apologies to be insincere. Furthermore, Brown's public persona, often perceived as arrogant and lacking remorse, has only intensified the negative sentiment towards him. He has frequently engaged in public disputes with critics and fellow artists, solidifying the image of him as unrepentant and defiant. A disturbing pattern of violent behavior and legal issues, including assaults, threats involving firearms, and clashes with law enforcement, has cemented a narrative of recurring misconduct. In addition to the well-known incident with Rihanna, Brown has been accused of abuse, assault, and making threats by other women, including Karrueche Tran. There are also claims of a violent altercation where he allegedly physically caused a woman's hair weave to detach. Further compounding the issue, multiple women have come forward with allegations of sexual assault against Brown, leading to his involvement in a federal sex trafficking investigation in 2024. A significant controversy surrounding Brown in 2024, widely reported by media outlets such as Billboard, Deadline, MSN, and Page Six, was his removal from the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game roster. This development underscores how Brown's past actions continue to affect his present opportunities and public image. This situation, along with commentary from individuals like Jill Scott, as reported by MassLive, has sparked discussions about the boundaries of public forgiveness and the point at which supporting an artist's talent becomes intertwined with condoning abusive behavior. In this rapid-fire rundown of 2024's most contentious personalities in the film and television industries, we've exposed the hidden, less-than-perfect realities behind the polished facades of Hollywood's elite. From legal battles that have irrevocably tarnished reputations to online controversies that have shaken fan bases globally, these stars have undoubtedly ignited passionate conversations regarding the responsibility and consequences that come with fame. But does this mean they should be permanently banished from our screens due to their personal transgressions? We now turn the question over to you, our audience. Should a firm boundary exist that separates an artist's creative output from their personal controversies? Or do you believe in the possibility of redemption and second chances? Share your perspective in the comments section below. Simply indicate yes if you advocate for a ban or no if you believe in giving them another opportunity. If you find these types of discussions captivating, be sure to show your appreciation by liking this video, subscribing to Timeless Rewind, and activating the notification bell so you won't miss out on our upcoming insightful commentary on all things happening in the world of entertainment.